Hello friends, welcome to IS at Speed of Light, and today we are to continue with our modern history mnemonics. Last time in our journey from our home to the other city by train, we are going to continue from the station where we got the heart-shaped people, or if you remember, the name of the station was Heart. And with that heart, we related the first Sikh war. First, that is one, is tree, and Sikh people were climbing up the tree to win the heart of the girl. So that is how we related heart with first Sikh war. And today we are going to continue with our journey from that station itself. So station, that heart station, something again one very strange thing happened, and what happened there, it was the horses boarded the train. Like normally passengers board the train, but in this case what happened, horses board the train. So from horse we get Dal Hausi, and Dalhousie or horse is our 14th placement in this journey. So these horses, now whatever things we are going to remember for Dalhousie, Lord Dalhousie, we are going to remember it through the picture of horse. A certain form, young horses are the best. Horses, we know, are very powerful animals. They run very fast. They have good strength. So more younger the horse will be, the more better it will be for us to have a horse. So young horses are the best. Or what we want to learn from this is Dalhousie was the youngest governor general. Okay, so now you have to see that you have bought one horse. Okay, you want to make one horse as your pet. So you went to the shop and you told the shopkeeper, I want the youngest or the young horse and not the old horse. So why? Because young horses are best, and we get youngest governor general. Good doctors are for horses are there to find. Normally we don't find very good doctors for horses. There are very few doctors in the world who can who can give the treatment to the ill horse. So good doctor. So from doctor we get doctrine. So doctrine of lapse was introduced by Lord Dalhousie. And what this doctrine of lapse means, this thing we will see under our conceptual part of modern history. So two things till now, youngest governor general, horse, young horses, and doctor for horse. So in spite of going on their horses, Sikh people went on cycles for the war. Okay. Now what we want to remember here is the second Sikh war. Now second, that is two, is cycle for us, right? And Sikh people are Sikh war. So see image in your mind now where in spite of going on their horses, okay, normally when you go for war you go on horse, but in spite of going on the horses, Sikh people, they decided to go on their cycles to fight a war. So Sikh war, second Sikh war, we are relating with horses. In spite of going on horses, they went on cycle. So Dalhousie, during the reign of Dalhousie, we saw second Sikh war. R.D. Burman kept one special show for horses, and he was singing sitting on the cycle. Okay, so R.D. Burman is our picture for Burma, and what he did a special show for horses only, because horses like music. See, you can see this picture also where how this horse is enjoying the music. And this was not a ordinary show. So what he did, R.D. Burman, he was traveling on a cycle. like from one part to the ground to the other part of the ground, and then singing between the horses, and all horses were enjoying that music. So again, you see that complete picture in your mind, that funny picture where all horses they're enjoying the music of R.D. Burman, and R.D. Burman is singing, sitting on cycle from one place to another. So R.D. Burman is Burma, and cycle is second. So second Burmese war happened during Dalhousie. The first Burmese war, what we learned, it was R.D. Burman was sitting on the nest and singing, isn't it? So nest, it was Amrest. Amrest was after Anna Hazare. Anna Hazare was fasting or hasting. Railway uses horse to run trains. In this picture, you can see, in spite of having an engine, either electric engine or the diesel engine, railways these days they have started using horses because they are less in money, they are going in loss. So railways they have decided to use horses as the engines. So again, see that picture where you have a train in front of you, and those trains are being run by horses. So horses or Dalhousie, we are linking it with railways. It was the introduction of railways during the reign of Dalhousie. In ancient times, postmen used to come on horses. Again, you can see this picture where the postmen are coming on horses. So again, postman or postal system, we want to link it with Dalhousie, or for Dalhousie, our picture is horse. So whatever we are remembering for Dalhousie, it is through the picture of horse. A horse take bath with sandal soap. Again, you can see this picture where the horse is taking bath with a sandal soap. Okay, they only take bath with sandal soap. They like to take bath with sandal soap only. So from sandal we get santhal. Okay, sandal is santhal. So santhal rebellion, santhal is sandal. So santhal rebellion, we want to link it with Dalhousie. So what we did, santhal we changed it to sandal, because sandal soap we have a picture in our mind, and we can see a horse taking bath with that sandal soap. So sandal soap we attach it with horse. Horses were used to dispatch wood from one place to another. Again, you can see this picture where horses they are made to transfer such big heavy weight of woods from one place to another. So they are also the woods dispatcher. Okay, woods dispatcher. So wood dispatch, right? It happened during Dalhousie. And what is this woods dispatch? This we will study. So woods dispatch, see that picture, horses they are making this whole weight of this whole piles of woods from one place to another. So wood dispatch, we are linking it with horse or Dalhousie. Whenever a widow has to remarriage, she is first required to marry a horse. Okay, so this is a unique tradition in which we are going to give to our mind, where there is a widow, and widow, if widow wants to remarry, first she has to marry a horse, then only she can marry a man. So widow remarriage act. Okay, widow remarriage act, we are linking it with horse. First, the widow has to marry a horse, and after that only she can marry the man. So widow remarriage act, again we are linking it with horse. And the first woman who did widow remarriage, it was Vidya Balan. Okay, Vidya Balan is, again we know, is a very famous Bollywood actress. So Vidya Balan was the first woman who did remarriage. She's Vidya Balan, and from Vidya Balan we get Vidya Sagar. Okay, Vidya. So Ishwar Chandra Vidya Sagar. Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar, if we think like this, Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar, we don't get any picture of Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar in our mind. So again, what we will do is all these important personalities, we will try to link it with whatever permanent pictures which are already there in my memory. Okay, so Vidya Balan, the picture of Vidya Balan, it's already there in our mind, and so now Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar will become Vidya Balan. Okay, and whatever things we want to remember for Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar, we will do it through the picture of Vidya Balan. So Vidya Balan was the first widow who did the remarriage, or the Ishwar Vidyasagar. It was he who associated himself with the Widow Remarriage Act. So, because of all these reasons, like horses have so much utility, so they are known as the maker of modern India. Actually, it is Dalhousie, who is known as the maker of modern India. Let's have a recap for Dalhousie. What all things we remembered for Dalhousie? Dalhousie is horse for us, and horses boarded the train after the Hart station. Okay, so you got surprised like how so many horses came inside the train. Normally, passengers or humans they board the train, but now something different is happening where the horses also have boarded the train. So these horses, young horses are the best, youngest Governor General. Again, your pet horse, that horse fell sick, but you was not able to find any doctor to treat your horse. So there are very few doctors, good doctors for horses. So from doctor we get doctrine or doctrine of lapse. Second, we linked second Sikh war, that is Sikhs going on cycle for war. Second Burmese War, R.D. Burman singing on cycle from horses for horses, railways, then postal system, then Sandal Soap, that is Santhal Rebellion, then Wood's Dispatch, then remarriage, and all these reasons make horses maker of modern India. Now we move further into our journey. And what happened when horses boarded the train? We took out our Canon camera. Okay, we are having one Canon camera with us, and we took out that Canon camera and tried to shoot that moment. Okay, so Canon or Lord Canon is our next placement in the journey. So whatever we will remember for Lord Cannon, it will be through Lord Cannon, or it will be through the camera Canon. You were shooting 1857 revolts with your Canon camera, okay? So 1857 revolts happened during the Lord Cannon Ween. So this is the picture where there is a revolution here, and they're shooting it with the help of Canon camera. So Canon, we are shooting a revolution or 1857 revolts. Under Indian Penal Code, use of camera is prohibited in crime scenes. So Indian Penal Code formation happened during Lord Cannon, and Lord Cannon is Canon camera for us, and as per Indian Penal Code, use of camera is prohibited. So somehow we are linking now Indian Penal Code with Canon camera. So again, see this picture where camera use is prohibited as per Indian Penal Code. In Indigo flights, use of Canon camera is not permitted, while other cameras are allowed. Okay, so Indigo flight, you went to the Indigo flight and you were having one Canon camera and you wanted to click something inside the flight, but they stopped you. They told you Canon camera is not allowed inside Indigo flights, while you can use some other camera, maybe Sony or Philips, you can use them, but Canon camera is not allowed. So that is really strange. So Canon camera, that is Canon, Lord Canon, we are linking it with Indigo flights or Indigo riots. So Indigo riots happened during Lord Cannon or Canon camera. So moving further to our journey, after Lord Cannon, we are getting the moment we clicked our Canon camera. What happened? one genie suddenly appeared from the camera. Okay, one genie suddenly appeared from the camera. So genie is going to have a picture for Lord Elgin. Elgin becomes genie. Elgin becomes genie. So Elgin, Lord Elgin or genie is our 16th placement in this journey story. Uh, let's have a recap for all journey placements that we had. First, it was warrant, then it was con, then it was sure. Okay, sure, that was noise near to the railway station. Then it was Wellesley, then it was Burlaw, then it was Minto. Okay. After Minto, it was Anna Hazare, that is fasting or hasting. Then it was Emrest or Nest, big nest on the platform. You went inside the train, then it was Amrish Puri or villain or William. Okay, William becomes villain for us. Our villain is Amrish Puri. After Amrish Puri, you went to the pantry and you saw Matt Calfe. Matt Calfe after you asked for Auckland. Okay, Auckland becomes oats. So you ask for the oats to eat. Auckland becomes oats. You returned back to your seat. It was Alan Solly. Alan Solly was Ellen Borough. After Alan Solly, you saw outside the window, and one new station came, which name was Hart, or Hart becomes Harding. After Hart, Harding, train moved further, and horses boarded the train. Horse becomes Dalhousie. After Dalhousie, it was camera. Cannon camera with Lord Cannon. So Elgin, one genie appeared. So when this happened, then you remembered once your bhabhi. Okay, bhabhi is the wife of your brother. Okay, bhabhi is the Hindi word for the wife of your brother. So you remembered once your bhabhi also wore a genie dress and she was looking very beautiful. So this is the genie dress. Okay, and this woman is wearing genie dress. So bhabhi, from bhabhi we get Wahabi. Wahabi. So Wahhabi movement, we want to link it with Elgin, Lord Elgin. But how to do it? Wahhabi, because Wahhabi also we don't have any picture, and Elgin also we don't understand. So Elgin we change it to genie. Okay, genie we have a picture. We all have a picture of genies. And Wahhabi becomes Bhabi. Okay, Bhabi is a Hindi word for the wife of your brother. So then you think your Bhabi is wearing the dress of genie. So Wahhabi movement we linked it with Elgin, or Bhabi we linked it with genie. So then you started discussing things with Genie, like how what happened suddenly, how and how he came. So later Genie told you that he is a lawyer actually, and lawyer who fights cases against bhoots. Bhoot are ghosts, okay? So that jinn was actually a lawyer. So if any person want to do the case again, file the case against any ghost, then the genie used to help those people. So from lawyer we get Lawrence. That genie was a lawyer, and lawyer becomes Lawrence. So Lord Lawrence, our picture would be of a lawyer. So in that period we see Bhutan war, and if you remember from our geography mnemonics as well, Bhutan, our picture is Bhoot. Okay, so now when Bhutan comes, does that complete sequence comes to you when Mamta Banerjee was watching the Bhutan with the specialty, the Kim Sharma was starring in that, and suddenly Arun Jaitley come and Mamta Banerjee got frightened. So these all states touches the country of Bhutan. Which all states? Mamta Banerjee, Kim Sharma, then Assam, then Arunachal Pradesh. So this is how happens now when you think in pictures, start remembering in pictures, which our mind understand. Things cannot go out of your mind. So Bhutan or Bhoot, we are going to link it with Lawrence. Okay, Lord Lawrence or lawyer. So what a genie told you? Genie told you he is a lawyer and he fight the cases against Bhoot. Bhoot is Bhutan. Let's move ahead in our journey now. After all this twin conversations with Ginny, we finally reach our destination station, and that is Delhi. So after reaching your destination station, which can be any station, in our case it is Delhi. So you reach your destination station, and when you went out of the train and you stepped to the platform, there was a huge rush on the platform. And all people, I mean, so many people were there, and then you inquired why there's so much of rush in the platform. Then people told you that Mayavati was about to visit here. Mayavati, we know, is leader of Bhujan Samaj Party, that is BSP. So all her supporters were shouting the slogans of Mayavati Jindabad, Mayavati Jindabad. So Mayavati is going to be our picture for Lord Mayo. Okay, Lord Maya, Lord Mayo, we are resembling him with Mayavati. So Mayavati is going to be our 18th placement in this journey. Okay, 18th placement in this journey, right, starting from Warrant. Okay, so Warrant, then Gone, then again we have the complete sequence. So Mayo, Lord Mayo, we are going to learn about Lord Mayo through Mayavati. Let us see what all things we want to remember for Mayavati. Mayavati was the first CM who asked for the decentralization of finances to bring more money to UP. So you can see an image where Mayavati is asking or doing a press conference asking to do the decentralization. What it means is to empower states, local provinces more than the state government. So decentralization, the concept is it was started first by the Lord Mayo. Now, Mayavati used to conduct census in a state by counting each person by herself. So, first census, okay, it was started by Lord Mayo. Now you can see where Mayavati is standing, and she's counting each and every person of the state by herself. Like she's saying, this is the only way I can count correctly. I cannot trust on other government agencies. So Mayavati is counting each person for the census. So first census, it was during the reign of Lord Mayo or Mayavati. She likes to do agriculture and also the commercial activities. We know Mayavati is from a rural background, and her father was an agriculture farmer. So she likes to do agriculture, and she also promotes the commercial activities. So it was during Lord Mayo, then we see the Department of Agriculture and Department of Commercial activities. Some astrologers have predicted that she will be assassinated by one Sher. Big news in the news channels. All news channels were saying, like, some astrologers, they have predicted that Mayavati will be assassinated by one Sher or one lion. So one lion will one day will attack Mayavati and will kill her. So this Lord Mayo actually was assassinated by one person named Sher Ali. Right. So these are the things we are relating with Mayavati. First is the census. Second is the decentralization, financial decentralization. Third, it is going to be the Department of Agriculture and Commerce. Then assassinated by Sher Ali. Let's move ahead into the journey. Then you wanted to meet Mayavati, and you met Mayavati when she came to the platform of the station, and she gave you one book. Okay, so that was quite good for you when you thought, like, okay, I've got something from Mayavati, such a big leader of the national stature. So she gifted you one book. Okay, so from book we are getting North Brook. not brook, we get book. So Lord, not brook, it is book. So book is going to be a picture for not brook. These days, is a lot of students smoke hookah. Okay, these are the hookah which students or people used to smoke. So these days, a lot of students smoke hookah while reading books, and which is actually very bad for their health. We know that smoking is not good for health, and these days, students they have developed this habit of reading books. Okay, books. We are relating books with hookah. So reading books while smoking hookah. You can see this picture where these students they are studying the book while smoking hookah. So hookah is kukka. Hookah is kukka. So kukka movement we want to relate it with North Brook, but it's difficult for us. North Brook and kukka, there is no relation, logical or neither the imaginative. So what we did, kukka, we converted it to hookah. Hookah, we have a picture which people used to smoke hookah, and not brook becomes book. Okay, so now it's very easy. I then merged the picture of hookah with book. Students reading book while smoking hookah. So hookah or kukka movement during Lord North Brook. So after receiving, we continue with our journey. After receiving the book from Mayavati, you searched for a good tea stall. You wanted to have a tea, and you found one and asked for Lipton tea. Okay, because you drink only Lipton tea. Initially, also we read about one tea, and it was Tej tea. You remember Tej tea? During Sikh Gurus, and Sikh Gurus Tej tea becomes Tegh Bahadur, and what you told that tea stall at that time, you don't use artificial rungs or colors in the tea, otherwise you'll be prosecuted. So Aurang becomes Aurangzeb, Rang. So Rang, we linked it with Tej tea. Another thing which we want to correct here, last time in Sikh Gurus, what we did, Harry Potter was there in the washroom when you went to wash the plates in Langar. So Harry Potter actually is Har Rai, Guru Har Rai, and it was not Hari Das. So Har Rai. You can make that correction in your mind now. I hope you are not writing it down, because these things you should not write down, and you should trust your mind and you will remember all things. So this time now in this journey of our Governor General's journey through train, you asked for Lipton tea. Tea seller gave you a very strange reply that drinking Lipton tea is not good for the health of Indians. Okay, so this Lipton tea is especially good for the foreigners, for the Europeans, but it is not good for the health of Indians, maybe because of the difference in climate. So Lipton tea is going to be our picture for Lytton, Lord Lytton. And Lord Lytton is unfamous for his anti-Indian policies. So Lord Lytton, our picture will be Lipton. Let us see now what all things we will relate with Lipton tea. After drinking Lipton tea, people become very aggressive and they start using arms. So from arms we get Arms Act. So you again see a picture where in your house, one day you were drinking Lipton tea and suddenly one of the person become really aggressive. And when you went to the doctor told you it's because of the Lipton tea. Lipton tea has such essence of something which makes person very aggressive and they start using arms. Okay, so Arms Act, we are linking it with Lipton tea. And here you have to see the picture of Lipton tea, the box of Lipton tea where the things are written in red or yellow, whatever color you want to imagine. So it has to be colorful. So that Lipton tea, it was made up and it was given to the family, and one family member became really aggressive and he started using arms. So Arms Act, we are linking it with Lipton tea. After drinking Lipton tea, Do you think drinking Lipton tea with local newspaper is not very pleasant? So, Lipton tea is a foreign tea, and drinking Lipton tea while reading local newspaper doesn't have a very good combination. So, one day what happened? Your father was reading the local newspaper, okay, in local language. Like if you are in Maharashtra, so the Marathi newspaper. If you are in Andhra Pradesh, the Telugu newspaper, and drinking Lipton tea, that is a foreign tea, while reading local language newspaper doesn't make sense. So, local newspaper, that is Vernacular Press Act. Vernacular is a local language Press Act. So this thing again, it was passed during Lord Lytton. So we are linking the local newspaper that is Vernacular Press Act was during Lytton or Lipton tea. One strange famine commission said famine affected people should be given Lipton tea free of cost. Okay, so there was a famine somewhere in India, and one commission was set up. And what that commission gave the recommendation, it was that all famine affected people should be given Lipton tea free of cost. Okay, in spite of giving them food and other essential items, they told Lipton tea should be given free of cost. So it was during him that one famine commission was set up. Okay. If you drink Lipton tea, you can clear civil services examination in very less age. Okay, so you remember last time we went to that civil services institute, and what they told you? They told you you have to eat uh, corns. Okay, so father of civil services, it was corn, that is Cornwallis. Now what happened with Lipton tea is again a strange thing that civil services coaching center told you is to drink Lipton tea. Okay, Lipton tea has caffeine or something, it makes your brain really active, and so if you drink Lipton tea you can clear civil services examination in very less age. So 21, so first attempt you will clear civil services if you drink Lipton tea. So Lytton actually reduced the age of civil services to appear in civil services. So Lytton is Lipton, and we are relating it with reduction of age in civil services. So we finished with this tea stall, and let's move further in the journey. After finishing with the tea stall, you started going out to the station, and as said, you found one ribbon. Okay, this ribbon band sort of thing outside the station, and people were waiting for you to cut that. Okay, so all were saying, okay, please come and cut the ribbon. We want to inaugurate it. So, but you felt extremely surprised, like how this can happen to me. Why they would be waiting for me to cut the ribbon? So ribbon, it becomes ribbon. So Lord Ripon, our picture will be of a ribbon. Okay, ribbon like this. So at your home, your father can only cut the ribbon because it's his own self-government. So in your father, the most powerful figure is actually your father. In your home, in your house, the most important or the powerful figure is your father. And if any ribbon comes to your home, it is only your father who can cut it. So it is because in your house, it is his self-government. Okay, the whole things in house gets managed by your father only. So it is father of local self-government. Lord Ripon or Ripon, we are linking it with the father of local self-government. At your home, your father can only cut the ribbon because it is his self-government. He is the ruler of that house. Okay, he is the ruler of that place. All press people were agitating for freedom of press by tying black ribbons. And because of this, government granted them freedom. Like you can see here in this picture where all these people from the press, they were agitating and tying black ribbons. Normally when you actually go for agitation or you want to show objections with something, you tie ribbons. It may be red color ribbon or black ribbon. So these all press people were agitating by tying some ribbon, black ribbons, and so government then granted them freedom of press. So Lord Lytton again, Lord Ripon, again we relate it with freedom of press because he abolished the Vernacular Press Act. Vernacular Press Act, we linked it with vernacular, the local language press act. It was linked with Lord Lytton or Lipton tea. And now, if you agitate by tying bands, then government can grant you freedom of press. Okay, so freedom of press again we are linking it with Lord Ripon. First proper census was done by tying ribbon to each person. Okay, now how to do the census? Okay, how you can count people? So how you do it is, one person comes, you tie one ribbon on their hand, then again second person come, then again you tie the ribbon. So that is how the whole calculation has been done when the census was done properly. So it was the first proper census which happened during the period of Lord Ripon or ribbon. Okay, ribbon, now we are linking it with census. The first thing which we related with census, it was Mayavati who was counting each person by himself, so Lord Mayo. But now it was during actually Lord Ripon when first proper census happened. A factory and was tying ribbons to all the child laborers who you found there. So the first factory act actually, which was about the child labor. So what you did, we have to now relate this child labor act or the first factory act with Lord Ripon. And what we are going to do is we are going in our mind to a factory. To a factory where there are so many child laborers, and to count the child laborers and to have a record of it and complain it to the police, what you did is you start tying a ribbon on the hand of each of the child labor. You went for hunting for uneducated people and tie ribbons so that they can get education. So again you went on a hunt for the uneducated people or the illiterate people, and this is how we are remembering Hunter Commission of Education, Hunter Commission for Education with ribbon. So with Lord Ripon we see Hunter Commission for Education. Ill or sick people should not be tied with ribbons. So ill becomes Ilbert. So Ilbert Bill, we are linking it with ribbons or Ripon, Lord Ripon. Let's move ahead in our story, in our journey. And after cutting that ribbon, which people invited you to cut the ribbon, you went ahead in search of an auto. Okay, or maybe an auto or taxi, whatever you find outside the railway station. But you found many donkeys, right? And in that city, people were traveling on donkeys. So there were no taxis, there were no autos, only donkeys were there. And you can see here in that city, all people were traveling on donkeys. Okay, so donkey is our 22nd placement in this journey, and from donkey we get duffer or duffering. So Lord Duffering becomes donkey for us. Let's see now what all things we want to remember for the Lord Duffering through donkey. So R.D. Burman was going in one auto, but many donkeys stopped his way and was asking him to play some music. So R.D. Burman again is our picture for the country of Burma. And one day R.D. Burman was going in auto. Auto is number 3, okay? The third Burmese war was going in an auto, but suddenly what happened? Many donkeys came in his way, and they stopped the auto, and they were pleading before the R.D. Burman to play some music for them because they also enjoy the music same as the horse. So it was Dalhousie where we saw the second Burmese war. We related with horses, second Burmese war, and now the third Burmese war, that is the R.D. Burman in auto. We are linking it with donkey, that is Duffering, Lord Duffering. During the foundation of Congress, people were very less in number, so they invited a lot of donkeys also to speak in the assembly. So it was actually during the foundation of Congress, which happened during the period of Lord Dufferin. Lord Dufferin is donkey, and donkey we somehow want to relate it with the foundation of Congress. So during the foundation of Congress, people were very less in numbers, and so the Congress organizers that time they invited donkeys also to speak on the stage. And see this picture where donkey is giving a speech in the assembly. During one of the Congress tea party, many donkeys were also invited, as donkeys were or are in minority group. So it is Congress tea party. Lord Dufferin was the one who organized one Congress tea party. Moving ahead now in our story with donkeys. Okay, so you saw one donkey there. Okay, one different donkey from the others, and the donkey was wearing the lens. Okay, the lens or the specs or the glasses. So lenses we get lens down. So lens down we get lens. So Lord lens down becomes lens for us. And lens is our 23rd placement in this journey. Let's revise it from the first. Warrant, Con, Shore, Well, Burlaw, Minto, Anna Hazare, that is fasting, Hastings, Amrest, Nest, Amrish Puri, McKelvey, Auckland or Oaks, Allen Solly, Ellenborough, Harding, Hart, Horses, Canon. You took out your Canon camera to shoot. What happened in that process? Ginny came out. Gin, Elgin. He said he was a lawyer. From lawyer, you get Lawrence. Down to the platform, and there you saw or you found Mayo, Lord Mayo, or that is Mayavati. What she offered you? A book. After that, you went to the tea stall. Lipton tea you asked for. After finishing with Lipton tea, when you tried to go out of the station, people asked you to cut the ribbon. After cutting ribbon, you came out and you were searching for taxi, but you saw only donkeys were there in the city, and people were traveling on the donkeys only. After donkeys, you find one different donkey out of them, and the donkey was wearing the lens or glasses, and from lens we get lens dawning. During Lens Journey, we see Second Factory Act, which was about the abolishment of women labor. So all women workers of factory were given lenses to wear. So in one factory, what happened, especially they selected all the women workers there, and they offered, they were given lenses to wear. So whenever they will work, these women, they will wear lenses. So lenses, we are relating it with women labors. Some special lenses can only be cleaned with the help of deodorant. Okay, so from deodorant we get Durant line. Durant line, if you remember, it is between Pakistan and Afghanistan. So this Durant line was demarcated during the period of Lens, or during the period of Lens Done, Lord Lens Done. So Durant, that is Durant line. But you were not interested in traveling on donkey. Okay, obviously no one will want to go on donkey, so you started searching for an auto or taxi. And suddenly one genie, a new genie, one genie we found when we were using the Canon camera, and this is another genie who came to you with a taxi, and the genie was the driver of the taxi. So I hope you are seeing the complete images, complete movie in your mind. So Genie, we get Elgin 2. First was the Elgin with Genie with the Canon camera, and now this is Elgin 2 Genie. These days government are asking Genie to fight against plague. Okay, So plague is such a deadly disease. So what government is asking, these genie, they have supernatural power. So government is asking these genies to come and help them to get rid of this plague. So it was Lord Elgin too. We see the spread of plague of one plague commission which was also set up. So finally you thought, okay, then this is good. Finally some taxi has come and now you can go safely to your home. And then you took the taxi, but one more person was sitting with you. Okay, so when you opened the door of the taxi and you were trying to enter into taxi, you saw one more person was sitting, and he was a surgeon. Now surgeon is a doctor like who do the operations. So he was a surgeon and he told you that he is going to perform one very important operation today. So surgeon is going to about 25th placement in this journey, and surgeon we get Curzon. So Lord Curzon, our picture for Lord Curzon, it would be surgeon. Curzon is surgeon. So let us see what all things we will remember with surgeon. So there are very few universities which give good surgeons in our country. So it was during University Act which passed during Lord Curzon rule. So University Act, university, there are very few universities in the country which give good surgeons, and good surgeons are there to find because there are very few colleges which can give such a high quality education to make a person a surgeon. So all surgeons like visiting ancient monuments. So Ancient Monuments Act. One day you went to Qutub Minar, it's an ancient monument, and you saw so many surgeons who were there who to see the Qutub Minar, the ancient monument. And when you inquired, you asked like how so many surgeons are there, and so they told you like we surgeons actually like a lot. I mean all historical places, particularly the ancient monuments, and that is how we do. We like to go to ancient monuments. So Ancient Monuments Act, it was, we are relating it with surgeons or Lord Curzon. A good surgeon can even cut the state of Bengal into two pieces like they cut body parts. So partition of Bengal. So surgeon cutting the state of Bengal. So this is Bengal, they are cutting it into two pieces like they do with the human organs. One agriculture institute invited one surgeon to operate a pussy cat. Okay, a pussy cat. Um, this is cat, and one surgeon was invited to do the operation on this pussy cat in one agriculture institute. So during his period, we also see Agriculture Research Institute, which was set up at Pusa. Victoria Memorial Hospital has very good surgeons. So Queen Victoria visit, we will remember it to Victoria Memorial Hospital. It's Victoria Memorial Hospital is a famous hospital. So these all things, Victoria Memorial Hospital or Queen Victoria's visit in India during Lord Curzon. So let's see what all things we remembered for Curzon or surgeon. First thing was Universities Act. We related universities with surgeons. Second, Ancient Monument we went to see, and Ancient Monument Act. Then Partition of Bengal. Then one Agriculture Research Institute at Pusa, and Queen Victoria's visit, that is Victoria Memorial Hospital. Moving ahead to our story now, to our journey. That surgeon who was sitting with you in the taxi, he was really very nervous because it was his first operation. So you gave him a Minto candy. So Minto candy, the same Minto candy which you got as the ticket, right? When you went to the station to buy the ticket, they gave you the Minto candy. The same Minto candy, it's coming back again in the picture when you offered this to this surgeon. Okay, so from Minto candy we get Lord Minto 2. Lord Minto 2. All Minto candies are imported to India, and these efforts are being made to prepare them at home only. Okay, so these days efforts are on like to make Minto candy at home, and initially actually we used to export them. We used to import them. I'm sorry. So Swadeshi movement, we relate it. Swadeshi is something which we want to make at home only. So Swadeshi movement, we link it with Minto candy or Minto 2. One day you threw your Minto candy to the mirror and face in Hindi is known as सूरत. Okay, तुम्हारी सूरत बहुत अच्छी है. You have a very good face. So got splitted into two. So सूरत split. It happened during Lord Minto 2. And now you will ask like whatever things we remembered with Minto. Initially that Minto we remembered the rebellion of Travancore, the core of the Minto candy. Then we remembered Amrit, it is made up of Amrit, that is the Treaty of Amritsar with Ranjit Singh. Now, how to differentiate between these two, Minto 1 and Minto 2? But it is not actually very difficult, because once you will go to the concepts, you will clearly differentiate. Like the rebellion of Travancore, it was way earlier than the Swadeshi movement or the Surat split in 20th century, and those were in the 19th century. So it's not very difficult if you mix your logical part plus with your mnemonic part. So these two things we link with Lord Minto 1, Lord Minto 2, I'm sorry, Lord Minto 2. First thing is Swadeshi movement. Now you went to the shop and you asked, I want only Swadeshi Minto candies. I want only the homemade, like the Minto candies which are made in India only. I don't want imported ones. Okay, so Swadeshi movement, and second is the Surat split of Congress. After eating that Minto candy, that surgeon told you, now I will successfully transplant the heart. He was an heart surgeon, okay, and you gave him the Minto candy. And after eating candy, he felt really confident about himself, and he said, today I will successfully transplant the heart. So from heart, we get Harding 2. Again, this is a second Harding, okay. The first Harding, if you remember, it was there the in between station where all people were of heart shape, and the name of the station was also heart, and that heart we related it with the first Sikh war. The Sikhs were climbing the tree to win the heart of the girl. Now this is the second heart, that is Harding 2. Let us see what all things we want to remember with Harding 2. With a good heart, we can again join two states. Once a state is partitioned or country is partitioned, but if people who have good heart, who want to have good brotherhood, they can again join the two states. So annulment of Bengal partition. So this Bengal partition, which was done in 1905, who did that? Surgeon did that. Okay, Curzon, Lord Curzon. But it was again annulled by Lord Harding 2. Delhi was made the capital of India. So Delhi is the capital of India because it is the Dil. Okay, Delhi is the Dil of India. Dil is heart. So again heart, Harding 2, we are linking with the capital of India, that is Delhi. In the movie Gadar, Sunny Deol was shown with a person of a very good heart. So this is a movie, Gadar movie, which came in around I think 2001, 2002. It broke all the records. Gadar. It's a good movie. If you have not seen it, you can watch it. So in that, Sunny Deol played a role of a very powerful man who did all the impossible things, went to Pakistan for his wife and his son. So Sunny Deol was a star or the actor of this movie Gadar, and so in that movie Gadar, Sunny Deol was shown as a person of very good pure heart. Okay, so Gadar movie is going to be a picture for Gadar party. Okay, Gadar party. So Gadar party is going to be Gadar movie for us. So Gadar movie, we are relating it with the heart of Sunny Deol. So Harding 2, it was during Harding 2 that formation of Gadar party happened. People of bad heart started First World War. Okay, the First World War was started during the reign of Harding 2. Let's move ahead in our journey now, and after he told you he is going to successfully transplant the heart, and this heart or Harding 2 was our 27th placement in this journey. Let's move ahead, and then the taxi which you took, you and the surgeon, dropped the surgeon at one chemist shop. Okay, that surgeon asked the taxi driver to drop him at one of the chemist shop, and then you wondered like why this surgeon went to the chemist shop, whether he is a chemist or a surgeon really. So from chemist we get Lord Chelmsford. Chemist is Chelmsford. So Lord Chelmsford, chemist, is our 28th placement in this journey. Let us see what all things we want to remember for chemist. Okay, chemist, we all have a picture, so you visualize whatever image you have for the chemist. Okay, you went to the chemist shop, that medical shop, that complete this thing you now see in your mind. When First War was in progress, lot of chemists were called with their medicines. So first thing what we want to relate with this chemist or with the medical shop, it is the ongoing of First World War. During his time, the First World War was in progress. So during First World War, when so many soldiers were injured or were killed, many chemists from all around the world were called with their medicines to help the injured soldiers. Many chemists they work from their home only. Okay, they don't go to their shops, and if you go to their shops, they will ask, okay, we are at home, you come to our home and take the medicines. So starting of home rule movement, we are relating that home, working from home, who? Chemist. In Lucknow, one important pact had been signed by all chemists regarding the cost of medicines. So in Lucknow, what happened? The whole India chemists they assembled there, and they made a pact like we will not sell medicines below this price. So what they did? They fixed the prices of all medicines. So Lucknow Pact. We are again relating it with chemists. In Rowdy Rathore movie, Akshay Kumar was a chemist. So this was a Rowdy Rathore movie. It came, I think, last year. It was a hit movie, and in which Akshay Kumar was the actor. So Rowdy Rathore is going to be our picture for Rowlatt Act. Rowlatt Act, and this Rowlatt Act we want to link it now with the chemist, or Rowlatt Act we want to link it with Chelmsford, and Chelmsford is chemist for us. So Rowdy Rathore movie, Akshay Kumar was a chemist, and see that movie, the Rowdy Rathore movie, and imagine that Rowdy Rathore or Akshay Kumar was a chemist in that movie. So Rowdy Rathore or Rowlatt Act, we are linking it with chemist or Chelmsford. In Jallianwala Bagh massacre, many people were saved with the help of nearby chemist shops. So in Jallianwala Bagh massacre, where so many people were killed, many people were saved also by the nearby chemists, people who came with their medicines and other useful utensils after this incident happened. So Jallianwala Bagh massacre, we are again relating it with chemist or Chelmsford. Khali one day went to the chemist shop and got annoyed and started fighting with the chemist. So Khali is Khilafat movement. So this is Khali, a champion of wrestling, WWF, that is World Wrestling Federation. So one day what happened, Khali went to the chemist shop and something happened, and we all know he's such a aggressive person. Khali, he started fighting with the chemist, and that chemist, the poor fellow, how he would have tackled a big man like Khali. So Khali, which is Khilafat movement Khali, it again we are relating it with chemist, okay, or Chelmsford. most of the chemists are the frustrated people, okay, and they are very incooperative. So non-cooperation movement, again, non-cooperation, who is doing the non-cooperation with you? These are the chemists, okay, or the medical shop people. So non-cooperation movement, again, we link it with the chemist or Chelmsford. So let us see what all things we remembered with the chemists. First thing is, they helped during the progress during the ongoing First World War. Home rule movement, pact between all the chemists at Lucknow. Rowlatt Act. From Rowlatt Act, it is Rowdy Rathod. And what was Rowdy Rathod in the movie? He was a chemist. Jallianwala Bagh massacre. See that picture where there is a Jallianwala Bagh, and the Britishers, they shooted so many Indians, they killed so many Indians, but many chemists came running, and they are treating the injured people. Khalifat movement. Khalifat is Khali. Khali went to the shop. Khalifat movement. And then non-cooperation movement. Uh, Finally, let's start with our journey again, and with the chemist shop. You dropped your surgeon there in the chemist shop, and then you moved further with the taxi. Then you told the taxi driver to drop you to some library reading room. You want to go to library reading room directly from station, okay? So library reading room. So reading room, okay, library becomes Lord reading. So Lord reading becomes reading room, or where we find reading room, it is in library. So library is going to our picture for Lord reading. Some big chori or theft has happened in the library. So chori chora incident. Chori is a Hindi word for theft. Okay. Chor is a thief and chori is theft. So chori chora incident, we are relating it with library. So in library, what has happened is, there was a theft in the night in your college library. Maybe you can think of your college library or your school library, whatever. So there was a theft happened at the library. In Swadesh movie, Shah Rukh Khan met with his heroine in the library. I think we have all seen this movie Swadesh, a very good movie by Shah Rukh Khan. And in this movie, if you see it again, you can see it. Shah Rukh Khan met with a heroine in the library where the Shah Rukh Khan was working temporarily. So Swadesh movie, we get Swaraj Party. Swaraj Party. So Swaraj Party, our picture will be of Swadesh movie. If you remember Swadeshi, first time we talked with Minto 2, Lord Minto 2, when you went to the chemist shop asking for the Swadeshi made Minto candy. So Swaraj Party, we are linking it with Swadesh movie. Both Communist Party and RSS give very good reading rooms to their members. Okay, so Swaraj Communist Party and RSS. Communist Party, we all know, CPI of Bengal, famous politicians also from this party, Communist Party of India, and RSS. So these two parties were formed during the period of Lord reading. So reading rooms. So if you join RSS, okay, or if you join Communist Party, first thing which you will get is good reading rooms with very good literature. So this is good about these two parties, Communist Party and RSS, that they give reading rooms. So Lord reading, we are relating it with formation of RSS and Communist Party of India. The people who mop inside the library should also be respected, okay, because they are cleaning the library. Library is such a good place for us where we get so much of informations. So it is, we should respect who mop, the people or the workers who mop the library. So Mofla movement, Mofla, we get mop, okay, this lady is mopping. So mopping inside reading room. So Mofla movement, we are relating it with Lord reading, okay, or mop or mopping, we are relating it with library or reading room. So you get down at one of the library from the taxi, and you were trying to enter into library. But once you were trying to enter inside, security guard stopped you and gave you a rinse soap and asked you to take bath with rinse soap. Then only you can enter into the library. So you got down from the taxi. You tried to go inside the library, that is reading room, and security guard there told you, no, you have to first take bath from this rin soap. So rin becomes win or irwin, irwin, rin, irwin, rin. So Lord Irwin, our picture will be of rin soap. So rin soap is our 30th placement in this whole journey, right from Warren, that is Warren Hastings, till library. We saw the whole journey through our train. We saw so many strange things in that journey. So rin soap is going to be a picture for Irwin, Lord Irwin. In Parliament, MPs were throwing rin soap on each other, thinking it's a bomb. Okay, so it was during Lord Irwin that bomb was thrown in the Central Legislative Assembly by the revolutionaries. Okay, so Parliament, you can see MPs, they were fighting and they were throwing rin soap on each other, as if like it is not a rin soap, it is a bomb. On first Independence Day, all citizens were asked to clean their clothes with rin soap. Okay, so first Independence Day, it was celebrated during Irwin, okay, Lord Irwin. Till now, you remember this only. Next sessions, when we will start the conceptual chapters, then you will understand like what we mean by the first Independence Day. And this was in the 1929 year, when we see Jawaharlal Nehru declared we are going to celebrate the first Independence Day. So first Independence Day, all people of the country were asked to clean their clothes with the help of rinse soap so that they can get good white clothes and they can celebrate the first Independence Day. During Dandi March, Gandhiji's clothes were very white and clean because he uses rinse soap. So it was during Lord Irwin when Gandhiji started the Dandi March, the famous Dandi March. So this Dandi March, Gandhiji was wearing white clothes, and these white clothes actually were very white because Gandhiji uses rin soap or Irwin. So here we are relating rin soap with Gandhiji's white cloth during the Dandi March, or Lord Irwin with the Dandi March. We still have to achieve Poon Swaraj on manufacturing of rinse soap. Rinse soap we normally import. Lot of quantity of rinse soap we import, and lot of effort is required to achieve Poon Swaraj. Okay, like the complete rinse soap manufacturing to happen in India, we require a lot of effort. The Poon Swaraj resolution, it was passed at the Lahore Assembly. Okay, when Jawaharlal Nehru was the president of that time Congress. We will cover these Congress sessions also, like which year the Congress session is important and what was the important decision which was taken in that Congress session. So Poon Swaraj, dissolution of Poon Swaraj, we are relating it with Lord Irwin. Finally, okay, now you took that rinse soap, you have to go to library, so you took the rinse soap from security guard, and then you went to one health center. Okay, you have to take bath, and it's not possible to take bath on the roads, so then you thought, okay, there is a health center nearby, and you went there to take the bath. Okay, so health center can also be called as well-being centers, and well-being center becomes Wellington. Well-being, okay, well-being becomes Welling, well-being becomes Welling or Wellington. So our picture for Wellington, well-being, Wellington would be well-being center or a health center or a gym. So Gandhiji used to work out in health center around one round table. Okay, there's a one round table in gym. We all have a picture of gym in our mind. Now we can see in that gym there is one round table. Okay, a round shaped table, and Gandhiji is working around that. Okay, he's doing the work around using that round table. So second round table, actually it was when Gandhiji participated, and it was during the Lord Wellington, or Wellington is well-being. Wellesley, if you remember, Wellesley was well for us. Okay, Wellesley was well for us. Now Wellington is well-being, that is a health center. In McDonald's, they made a special round table to sit, but only some specific communities were allowed to sit on them. One day you went to McDonald's, and you saw a special table there, round table to sit, but actually it was for only specific communities. So they wanted to also play the community card, McDonald people, to attract the community minority people. So McDonald Communal Award. So McDonald, we already have a picture of McDonald burgers, like this McDonald fast food. So in that McDonald's, they made a specific table, and in which only one community of people can sit. So McDonald Communal Award. Okay, we are relating it with well-being center. R.D. Burma also joined the healthcare center, about that he saw one ad in his email. So separation of Burma. R.D. Burman is Burma for us, is a country Burma for us, and we want to learn R.D. Burman. So R.D. Burman, Burma, okay, he also joined the healthcare center, that is well-being or Wellington, and why he joined? Because he saw the ad of that healthcare center in his email. So 35, if you remember, 35, it is ml. Okay, ml. Now we are finishing our lecture here today. We have completed till Wellington. Wellington, some points are remaining that we will complete in the next lecture. And next lecture we will finish this Governor General's part, and we will do a thorough revision, so that after these 2.5 hours you can never forget these history of Governor Generals in your whole life. Okay, and after this we will start with the important personalities. We have covered around 40 to 45 important personalities from the modern history. After that we will move to the Congress sessions, then year by year the activities, education, then press. So many things we will cover, and almost 60 to 65% of your things which you are required to remember in modern history will be covered in this mnemonics itself. So thanks for tuning in. Next time we will continue where we are leaving now, with the Lord Wellington, or well-being, or the health center for us. Thank you for watching.